Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Dear students, in the previous class we have started with the topic noun. Today in this class we will be continuing with the topic noun. In this class the objectives which we will be covering are classification of noun on the basis of number, classification of noun on the basis of gender, and cases of noun. Noun number. Another important classification of noun is countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable noun is the noun which can be counted. For example, pen, books, stars, apples, sisters, doctors, etc. Uncountable noun is the noun which cannot be counted, but we can only measure or weigh them. For example, water, gold, rice, milk, etc. Further, countable noun can be divided as singular noun and plural noun. Singular noun means one and plural noun means more than one. For example, story, class, man, girl, angel, animal, etc. All these are singular noun. Plural noun, for examples, boxes, men, leaves, children, keys, etc. All these are the examples of plural noun. And this characteristics of countable noun is called the number, that is singular and plural. Now we will be going through the rules of formation of plural of nouns. Rule number 1. Most of the noun form their plural by adding s to them. For example, apple, apples, lamp, lamps, desk, desks, plant, plants. As you all can see in these example, when the apple has been changed into its plural form, we have only added s to it. Similarly, in lamp, we have added s to it. Also, in the word desk and plant, we have added s to form their plural. Rule number 2. Noun ending with s, double s, x, sh and ch form their plural by adding es to them. For example, box, boxes, bus, buses, class, classes, bench, benches, bush, bushes. As you can see, again the words are ending with x and they have formed their plural by adding es. The word ending with s has formed its plural by adding es, and the noun word class, which is ending with double s, has formed its plural by adding es. Similarly, bench and bushes also has formed their plural by adding es. Rule number 3. If some noun ending with o and if they have consonant before them, then they form their plurals by adding es. And some nouns ending with o, but if they have vowels before them, then we add s to form their plural. Also, the words ending in double o takes s to form their plural. For example, hero, heroes, mango, mangoes, radio, radios, cuckoo, cuckoos, bamboo, bamboos. In this example, hero is the word which is ending with O, but it is having a consonant R before it, so its plural is formed by adding es. Also in the example mango, again it is ending with O, but it is having a consonant before it, so its plural is formed by adding es. In the noun word radio, it is ending with O, but it is having a vowel before it, so its plural is formed by adding s. Again in the next two examples, cuckoo and bamboo, both the words are ending with double O, so their plurals are formed by adding only s. Rule number 4. Noun ending in f and fe form their plural by changing f or fe into v and es. For example, knife, knives, life, lives, calf, calves, wolf, wolves. In these examples, the knife is the word which is ending with fe, so its plural is formed by removing this word fe and adding v, and then we also add es after v. So the plural of knife is knives. Similarly, life, lives, and calf, calves, wolf, wolves. Noun ending in y form their plural in two ways. First is by adding only s if the word has a vowel before y. For example, boy, boys, donkey, donkeys. Second, by dropping the word y and adding ies, where y is preceded by a consonant. For example, baby, babies, country, countries. In these examples, as the word y is preceded by a consonant, so its plural is formed by dropping y and adding ies. Similarly, in the example country also, its plural is formed by dropping y and adding ies. Rule number 6. Some nouns form their plural by changing their vowels. For example, goose, geese, tooth, teeth, man, men, and mouse, mice. As you can clearly see in these examples, goose, goose, in this word the vowel double O has been changed into double E, geese, geese. Similarly, in tooth it is teeth. In the word man, 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 it is men. And the word mouse has been changed into mice to form it plural. Rule number 7. Some nouns take en to form their plural. For example, child, children, ox, oxen. Rule number 8. Some nouns have identical, that is similar, singular and plural form. For example, deer, its plural is deer, which is same, that is identical to the singular word. Sheep remains sheep. Rule number 9. Plural form of compound nouns are derived by adding s to the key or the principal word. For example, commander-in-chief. In this word, commander-in-chief, commander is the principal, that is the key word, main word. So, its plural is commanders-in-chief. S is added to the keyword commander. Next example, son-in-law, sons-in-law. Example number 3, stepmother, stepmothers, washerman, washermen. Fifth example, maid servant, and its plural is maid servants. Rule number 10, plurals of abbreviations, signs, symbols, letters and figures is formed by adding s to them. For example, MBA. The plural of MBA will be MBA apostrophe S. MLA, MLA apostrophe S. Now we will be moving to the noun gender. Another important classification of noun on the basis of gender. Noun on the basis of gender is of 4 types: masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Masculine, it is the noun which refers to male. For example, boy, brother, man, uncle, etc. Feminine, it is a noun which refers to a female. For example, girl, mother, woman, sister, aunt, etc. Common noun, it is the noun which refers to both male and female. For example, baby, driver, artist, parents, teachers, etc. Neuter, it is the noun which refers to neither male nor female. For example, tree, book, iron, box, etc. So these were the 4 important classifications of noun on the basis of gender. Moving further, cases of noun. Noun on the basis of case are of 3 types. First, nominative case or subjective case. Second, objective or accusative case. Third, possessive or genitive case. Nominative case, when the noun or pronoun stands as a subject of a verb, they are said to be in nominative case. For example, Mohan married Kamla. In this sentence, we can see that Mohan is the subject of the verb married. So, the word Mohan is the nominative case. Example number 2, the cat killed the mouse. In this sentence, the main verb is killed and the word subject cat stands as the subject of the verb killed. So, the word cat is the nominative case. Example number 3, the ring was lost. In this sentence, lost is the verb and the word which stands as a subject of the verb is ring. So, the word ring is the nominative case. To identify the nominative case in a sentence, we first find the verb and then put who or what before the verb. The answer we get is the nominative case. As we can see in the example first, when we put the word who before the verb married, then the answer which we will be getting will be nominative case. As who married Kamla, the answer is Mohan. So, the word Mohan is the nominative case. In the example number 3, as you can see, the ring was lost. So, if we put the word what for the verb lost, the answer which we will be getting will be the nominative case. As what was lost, the answer is the ring. So the word ring is the nominative case. Second is objective case. When noun or pronoun stand as the object of a verb, they are said to be in an objective case. For example, he teaches me. In this sentence, me is the objective case. Second example, he threw a stone. In this example, stone is the objective case. To identify the objective case in a sentence, we first put whom or what before the verb. The answer we get is the objective case. By looking into the first example, if we put the question whom before the verb, and the answer which we will be getting will be the nominate objective case. As whom does he teaches? The answer is me. So me is the objective case. Example number 2. What did he threw? The answer is stone. So the word stone is the objective case. Objects are of two types: direct object and indirect object. Direct objects are usually the name of something, and indirect objects are usually the name of some person. For example, Rini presented Kavita a beautiful dress on her birthday. In this sentence, as we can see that after the verb presented, there is the word Kavita, which is the indirect object, and a beautiful dress, which is after Kavita, is the direct object. Indirect object usually come before the direct object. Noun or pronoun that follows or comes after preposition are also in the objective case. For example, the dog ran across the road. In this sentence, we can see that ran is the verb and the road is the noun. But between this word ran and the road, there is a preposition across. So in this sentence also, the road noun is in the objective case. In the example number 2, he arrived before me. In this sentence, arrived is the verb, before is the preposition, and me is the pronoun. And in this sentence, me is in the objective case. Example number 3, a snake was seen by her. In this sentence, seen is the verb, by is the preposition, and her is the pronoun. Possessive case. When noun or pronoun which denotes the possession or owner of anything is said to be in possessive case. For example, the girl's father is ill. Example number 2, the horse's leg was broken. In these sentences, girls and horse is the possessive case of noun. How to form possessive case? If the noun in possessive case is singular, then we see that possessive case is formed by adding apostrophe and then s. For example, farmer, farmers, girl, girls, boy, boys. In this example, farmer is a singular word, so its possessive is formed by putting apostrophe and then s. Girl is a singular word, so its possessive case is formed by putting apostrophe and then s, and boy apostrophe and then s. If the noun in possessive case is plural, then we form the possessive case by using only apostrophe sign after the s. For example, boys apostrophe, girls apostrophe, farmers apostrophe. The below three examples are the noun whose plural is formed by changing vowel or by adding en. In these cases, the possessive case is formed by putting apostrophe sign and s. Men apostrophe s, children apostrophe s, women apostrophe s. In the compound noun, apostrophe s is added to the last word to form possessive case. For example, my sister-in-law's daughter is moving to Delhi. In this sentence, sister-in-laws is a compound noun, so its possessive case is formed by adding apostrophe and s to the last word of the compound noun. I hope you all have understood. Thank you, children. Stay safe, stay healthy.